Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is PokeShow, and today we're gonna be doing a NPA Season 2 draft analysis video of what basically my team is for the NPA Season 2 National Pokemon Association. I should have probably clarified that in the beginning, but honestly it doesn't really matter. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about this. So we're gonna be talking about my draft picks, why I chose them, why I sort of like them, what's good about them, what's bad about them. But anyways, yeah, this is gonna be an analysis video for that. So honestly, I'd say let's just begin. So, the first Pokemon that I did draft was Talonflame. Talonflame is a huge monster. It's mostly known for its really high hyper offense, I guess. You can use like Choice Band, Life Orb, Brave Bird, anything. Plus the fact that it's priority, so the moves becomes priority. So it doesn't even need speed really, because you're just gonna be running Brave Bird, like either Choice Band, or you can run some max HP or something. Have some more bulk, you know, but. Anyway, it's like it prioritizes basically, so it's so fast because of it, and it hits hard. Like, let's just say in like an SD no item acrobatics, that's gonna hurt a lot of mons. Maybe something that's not resistant like Heatran, it's not gonna do anything to Heatran, but that's why I have other mons in the back, you know. But Talonflame is a really good mon, hyper offensively. Only thing it's bad for is it's obviously if my opponent gets Stealth Rocks up, it's gonna be really bad because it's really weak against it. So like, let's just say if I go switch into Talonflame, obviously if I do have Rocks up, I'm gonna take 50% from that. Plus, I'm gonna be taking the attack. So like, if my opponent predicts that and goes for the Scald or Thunderbolt or something, then I will die because Talonflame is kind of frail. It can be bulky, but honestly, I don't think it can take a Skull for 50% or a Thunderbolt, to be honest. But it can take definitely one at max HP. But anyways, Talonflame is pretty frail, so it's gonna die to anything. So I kind of need something to prevent the rocks. But that's what Talonflame's weakness is. He's weak to water, electric, rock, and I think some other types as well. But those are the main types I really want to watch out for. Just because they can really hurt Talonflame and possibly kill my Talonflame. Honestly, I'm thinking about using Talonflame as a late game sweeper, to be honest, but put as much offensive pressure as possible to my opponent. So that's basically for Talonflame. Plus, I kind of drafted Talonflame just because I didn't want anyone else really to use Talonflame. Talonflame is really good, so I'm really scared of any of my opponents who actually know how to battle with Talonflame. It's going to be a problem, you know, so. I've used Talonflame in the past. It's really good, but honestly, I'm okay with Talonflame, to be honest. It's my first round pick, so why not? So let's go on ahead. My second round pick is gonna be Suicune. Now, like one of the weaknesses I was saying for Talonflame is a water type, obviously. So I was like, I want something to resist weaknesses to Talonflame, except for electric, obviously, because Thunderbolt can just obviously can 2-hit KO Suicune no matter what. So either way, Suicune is really bulky. It can take like water taps like Scald or something. Even a rock type, it can deal with that. Plus, it's a good core. Like a fire water core is pretty good because obviously water types I have a resist for that. And also, grass types obviously affect Suicune, so I have Talonflame for that. But so far, no electric weakness to my team, or a huge electric weakness to my team. But otherwise, Suicune is really bulky, especially in its defense stat. I don't know what it is. I need to learn the stats, but Suicune is really bulky with Scald. Of course, if it burns, it's going to be even more bulkier. But obviously, the best set, in my opinion, is going to be Scald, Calm Mind, Rest, and Sleep Talk. That's just a normal set, but honestly you can run like AV Coon. I saw that a couple times before and it's really good. I've also seen Roar Coon, so like if there's a potential sweeper, I guess it can just roar it out and it can take a hit no matter what, so because it's Suicune. So honestly, Suicune is a good mon overall, I'd say. Again, I need bulk for Talonflame because obviously Talonflame is not going to really take attack really, other than electric type, which was Talonflame and Suicune are both weak to. So let's go on to my round 3 pick, and it's gonna be a free one Pokemon. So the way it works, I should have explained it earlier, but it works by points, a point system. So you cannot go over the 400 points and in the tier. So like I think tier 1 was 180 points for a free mon. Tier 2 was like 120. Tier 3 I think it was like 100 or 80, 40, and then 0. I think. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but yeah, we have points. I will link in the description below of how the points work. But yeah, that's how it pretty much worked. So I get a free tier 1 mega technically, but it costs points. It's not really free. But anyways, so far my team is weak against rocks and electric. So like I said before, I drafted Latios as my free Pokemon 1. Latios is really good. It hits hard. Drop a Draco. But yeah, Life Orb Latios is not is a threat of, like, even to like something like Chansey Blissey, because you have Psyshock, so that's gonna do it to a KO with Life Orb. So either way, Latios is a really good mon. Gets away the hazards, including mine, but I kind of play this wrong, but I'm gonna talk about it later. But Latios can be kind of bulky, not really, but it's mostly an offensive mon. It's really it's pretty fast. Not really fast, because I don't know. It's pretty fast. 350 speed. Speed ties a lot of mons. It's really good because I need something to control hazards from my opponent's side, and I also need something to resist water types. So I think that's good that I picked up Latios before anyone else could draft it, because honestly Latios is a threat, to be honest. Like, Latios is really good in this format. I think at least top 10 for sure, I'm gonna say. So there's Latios. Also has Levitate. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but I have a lot of, I'll kind of explain it later again, but I want to talk about my team first and then talk about what everyone's supposed to do. But anyways, Porygon 2 is going to be my next pick for tier 3. I'm pretty sure that's tier 3 anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's tier 3. But anyway, we got Porygon 2. Of course, we all know what Porygon does. It's really bulky. It could either be defensive bulky or special defensive bulky. It's known for its stall mainly, but honestly, I want to run like T-Wave or something. Not like Porygon 2 can do a lot of things, to be honest. It can throw off my opponent as well, so you never know, to be honest. So Porygon 2 is really bulky, obviously with the Eviolite. It's just really bulky. Like so far with my team, I have a huge weakness against Knockoff, to be honest. Like, Knockoff just destroys me. So I'm going to be picking up Slurpuff as my next mod just because of it. So pretty much what it is, I'm going to have Unburden. I think if I knock off, I also get the Unburden speed as well. I'm not really sure about that, but if not, then oh well. Like, Citrus Berry, I mean, I'm just going to probably be running Citrus Berry anyways, but either way, Unburden is basically if you lose an item, you double the speed. So it's good for a sweeping mon plus Belly Drum, Citrus Berry. Obviously, this is the most common set. Drain Punch. Drain Punch is there just to take care of Steel types and also Dark types. Not really though, because you have Play Rough, but honestly, it's there. So if you don't want to miss or something, it's there. But yeah, Slurpuff's Drain Punch deals with Steel types mainly. Play Rough and maybe, I don't know, something else like Flamethrower, like a mix set. I don't know. Facade. Like I think I ran Facade just in case if I got burned or something. I don't know. But either way, Slurpuff is mostly there just to be a sweeper. I'm mostly going to use Slurpuff towards the end of the battle so that way it can come up with the late game sweep, if just in case if I need it to be. So Slurpuff is really good. It's kind of frail, but honestly, I think mostly having that speed and attack is worth it. So let's go on to my next mod, which is going to be Bob Ross, aka Smeargle. So Smeargle can do mostly everything because it can learn like all moves pretty much. So like I have another spinner just in case, you never know. I can get up my hazards, so like just in case if I want to set up hazards, I can just run like Stealth Rock, Spore, Rapid Spin, and Spikes or something. You never know, to be honest. But like Smeargle can do a lot of things. It might be frail, but honestly, like that's why there's Sash, to be honest. So Sash is gonna be kind of predictable. So honestly, I might run something like Mental Herb, so that way I don't get taunted, like from like a prankster taunt like Thunderous or I don't know, Liepard if someone even drafted Liepard. But yeah, like so that way I like kind of throw off my opponent. You never know, to be honest. So Smeargle can do a lot of things. Pretty frail. It has decent speed. It can outspeed a lot of things, but overall, I needed Smeargle just because I wanted to set up hazards, and also I need something that can learn Rapid Spin as well, because sometimes I do want to have rocks on my on my opponent's side. So honestly, yeah, like Smeargle can do a lot of things. So my next pick is gonna be my Mega Pokemon, and it's gonna be Mega Pidgeot. Bird Jesus, you already know. Mega Pidgeot is such a threat. I've been using it for the past few weeks, and it's actually really good. Like, don't underestimate on that, because Hurricane, where it can hit and has a 30% chance to confuse, that's big. That's really important. So like, it honestly kind of is hacksy, but it deals a lot of damage as well because it never misses. It's Hurricane, base 110 attack, so that's really good. Also, it can learn Heat Wave, which can never miss. Has that 10%. Is it 10%? 30? I think it's 10%. But yeah, has that chance to burn. Like, for some reason, Heat Wave, whenever my opponent uses on me, I always get burned. So I have no idea. But either way, Mega Pidgeot is there just to bring offensive pressure. It's kind of frail. I wouldn't say it's not really, because I have Smeargle, but I have other mons to take hits from it, like Porygon 2 or something. So there is that. My Mega Pokemon, Mega Pidgeot. It's honestly really good in my opinion. So also it has a speed and special attack stat, which is great. So my next pick, I'm kind of upset about this because, I'll kind of explain it later, but my next pick is going to be Combusken. The reason why I drafted Combusken and Combusken only is because of Speed Boost. Its Speed Boost is really good. It's kind of like a mini Blaziken, but like without the stats, obviously. Give it an EV Light Speed Boost. It's really good. It can I can't Baton Pass because there's a clause for that, so it's not allowed. But I can bring like what is it? Like SD Protect, Flare Blitz, and like I honestly want to run Double Kick, but no. I'm probably gonna bring. Can I learn Close Combat? No, I think I can learn High Jump Kick. I don't know. We'll see. But it's pretty good, honestly. It's not that bad. I needed something for like, cause I don't know. Like my first weak opponent is gonna be Prophecy, which I kind of will be explaining later. He has a Blissey, so I want something to counter that, which like one of my teams can hit it. So I just drafted Combusken because why not? So it's honestly pretty good. I might drop it, to be honest, or trade it. I'm not exactly sure, but you'll see why in a second. But either way, my next pick is going to be Rhyperior. Last year I used Rhyperior, and oh my god, Rhyperior is such a boss. He's a tank. He can hit hard. He can get up rocks. He can do many things, Rhyperior. Like Earthquake. That's like an Earthquake for my Rhyperior. Like that's going to be to KO, man. Like, oh my god, like Rhyperior is such a great offensive mon. It's sort of bulky, not really. Also, if I need something to take it like a Thunderbolt, I have that. So Rhyperior is pretty good. And yeah, like honestly, I don't know what to talk about Rhyperior. He's just a bulky mon. He hits hard, and he's just really great to set up rocks, because you're most likely gonna take an attack from him, other than like a Scald or like a Choice Spec Scald or something, which I have other mons for that. So honestly, I think Rhyperior is good just because of it. So he gets the job done no matter what. Either way, let's go ahead and move on to my last two mons. And this is where I was kind of upset because I didn't realize that Toxicroak was still available. I thought someone was gonna pick that, or someone picked that, because I would have honestly drafted Toxicroak earlier and then drafted something else. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll take Toxicroak, because last year I was in the not really in the finals, but I was in the semifinals, and Scarf Toxicroak destroyed me. Like got like 4 kills. It's honestly really good, to be honest. It might be frail because it has that huge weakness against Psychic types and many other types. Like, actually, I don't think it like only Psychic types, I think. Flying types, ground types, okay. But either way, it's frail, but it hits hard, sort of like Life Orb or Scarf. It can throw off your opponents. Honestly, I want to run special Toxicroak just because why not? I really want to bring that, but honestly, Knockoff is was honestly one of the best moves in the game. It can carry that. It has access to that. It's really good because I think it's my only knockoff Pokemon. Yes, it is. Wow. But yeah, knockoff is really huge in this type of format, so I think it's really good. And like Scarf knockoff, it's not gonna hurt, but it's gonna do a lot, and it's gonna lose my opponent's item. So I think that's really good in that case. But otherwise, it's pretty frail. Honestly, I like Toxicroak over Combusken. I was kind of upset when I saw it still because I could have just drafted that and then drafted something else for a tier 5 mon. Yeah, that was just me being dumb, but honestly, whatever. And also, the last mon of the team is going to be Ariados. I was kind of dumb as well. It's like, okay, I need Ariados to just set up sticky webs. Otherwise, I don't really need it for anything else. It's not going to outspeed a lot of things. It's not going to take a hit, obviously, because it's Ariados. And I just realized, like, after I picked it, I was like, wait, I have Smeargle. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. But yeah, that was dumb on my part, to be honest. I did not realize that I had Smeargle. I had Ariados, so Ariados, I have a couple of sets that I want to run for sure. I'm not gonna really spoil it, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna give Ariados a try. If it doesn't do well, then I'm just gonna drop it or trade it, because obviously I can get something else that's better. Like, I honestly want to go alert, but I realize I would like to have sticky webs up, because something like it can help out Sluruff with sweeping for sure. So that way it can guarantee to outspeed everything and then just OHKO everything, you know. So that's the plan behind that. But honestly, same thing with Toxicroak, because Toxicroak can outspeed everything with -1 speed, I'm pretty sure. But either way, that is my team. Let's go ahead and review it. Talonflame, Suicune, Latios, Porygon 2, Sluruff, Smeargle, Mega Pidgeot, Combusken, Rhyperior, Toxicroak, and Ariados. That is the squad for the hashtag Lancaster Castforms for the NPA Season 2. So, the first week I'm going to be battling is going to be Papacy. Obviously, you know Papacy from the channel if you haven't already, because we did a versus. So, since it was a tie, this is kind of like a final battle to that versus and see who's the actual champion of it. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Papacy is really good. I'm gonna be having a team build video for that. I'm honestly really excited for NPA Season 2. Make sure you do subscribe to the NPA YouTube channel and also the Twitter, because why not? But yeah, otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you do leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.